What's going on, guys? It's Cavalry back with another Pokemon Unite video. We're looking at India League Day 5 for the ACL. So this is the India tournament. We're looking at Marcos versus Soul. I'll look at the table again, but I'm pretty sure Marcos right now, and I think it'll show us later. But I think Marcos is the 1 seed and Soul is the 3 seed, or the opposite way around. I don't remember exactly for certain. But we are seeing a Scizor and Clefairy ban. Very interesting.
There might be a choice of where we think
let's see what Marcos wants to do.
Give Might a chance of using that.
I'm actually curious. Ooh, they're going to go Urshifu. Okay, so Urshifu is still allowed for the ACL, which I was not expecting, but because I figured that this would be the official new week. This is technically day 5. We're going to see Mew and Hoopa are selected for Soul. So grabbing that Hoopa. I know Hoopa Invade is super strong right now from playing on the ladder. And Mew is just an amazing Pokemon still. Needs quite a few just to even be knocked down a peg. Dodrio getting picked up for the side of Marcos. Great pickup. What are they going to select? Ooh, they're going to select a defender in Snorlax, one of their 2 tanks for their setup. So Soul can go either way. Yeah, they can grab the Slowbro here and then probably a damage dealer. Yep. They're going to grab their front line. So they're going to grab Slowbro and Buzzwole for Soul, which is definitely not a bad pick. And now we're looking at Kyurem and Meruem for Marcos, Blissey, and Delphox. Very interesting, because Delphox has an anti-heal, so I would figure that that Soul side would actually want to pick up the Delphox as well, but they're going to opt for the Cramorant. Okay. I see you, Soul, I see you. Okay. See if we can
Understanding that Dodrio was left out,
skip into it a little bit. Start the matches up. There you go.
To fight one end to
so we got Urshifu jungle, as well as it looks like it's Mew jungle. I know I've been seeing a few teams practicing Mew jungle just because they think that the early XP getting to level 5 is going to be super helpful for them, and they have Cramorant in lane and Buzzwole up top. So they definitely have an advantage there. Dodrio is trying to get some points in on bottom. Volk is the name. As scores are going in, Buzzwole is going to score as well to get one of his stacks. And yet, second stack, and Hoopa's also going to score. Don't know if Hoopa's stacking. Probably not, if I had to guess. Might trying to get the points. He does, and he's going to try to go for another stack, I'm assuming. Yeah, he gets it. And he's going to grab that berry and get out. And he does manage to secure that Bundle Beam. As we're seeing scores right down, the Urshifu is here for Marcos, as they are going to be trying to chunk down this Slowbro and getting some stacks in. That Dodrio is really low, so he's going to have to get out. Cramorant's going in. Surf almost gets him, and Solar Beam secures it from Mew, killing the Dodrio and trying to do a little bit of damage to the Urshifu.
Targeting the Pokemon who's super low, gets one knockout. Marcos did get the score closer, but it's not going to be enough. Still early stages. Levels need to be
still very much in the early stages of this.
Right now with Might, who's at level 6. If he gets a lot more chaos, this Buzzwole is going to be becoming super strong. But Snowy and Volk decide we need to cause some trouble at the end of S8UL.
Might lower this a little bit.
Well, a lot of damage being tanked down by the side of Marcos. They're actually able to cover it up.
The Dodrio finally gets evolved. There we go.
Already happened, whereas now Marcos.
And he's gonna go for Drill Peck. Okay. So we got Drill Peck, Dodrio, probably Drill Peck, and Jump Kick seems to be the build as of right now for most Dodrios. Hoopa is most likely opting for Hyperspace Hole, and Solar Beam tries to secure it, putting a little bit of damage on the Urshifu, and that boosted auto should do some more too. Bliss is going to be able to heal that right up. As Slowbro is getting a few more scores, and there's a little bit of action happening bottom lane, but doesn't ultimately amount to anything. The Delphox is hiding and had taken the buffs. I think after Urshifu was done, they were going to let the Delphox get it so he can try to hit his power spike.
and teams are gearing up for that.
For late game.
2v2 fight in the bottom lane also. Oh wait, in the bottom.
Ooh, and Buzzwole picks him up with the smackdown, and the heals come out to try to save their Dodrio and their Urshifu.
Snowy was a little bit super low. I thought it was Wall.
Huge solar beam takes out the Dodrio. Blissey's getting really, really low, and Buzzwole gets the pickup for that. Their scores are going to rain in for Soul's side.
He cannot fight it out, especially with Might on level 8.
It's going to be 85 to 36 at 7 minutes in. The Regis have now spawned as Soul is trying to look at this Regirock objective, this 4 on bottom lane.
And look at how quickly S8UL are jumping on the Regi on the bottom. They should be getting
and Soul does secure it with the Hyper Beam. Boosted autos come out. Blissey's getting really low. Cramorant gets the kill on Blissey, as now Urshifu and Delphox come bottom lane to try to assist, but the team's already looking up top. Dodrio is looking for a jungle invade, and 40 goes on top, breaking that top goal for Marcos. Soul is just on fire. Ooh, that Dodrio got really low and got smacked down out of there. Wasn't even able to get a score up. As they're going to be looking for this Regieleki. It looks like it's pretty much going to go uncontested. No one is there to fight Soul. I think they can make a good defense against it and don't want to risk any more deaths. I think is their goal.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm worried.
As they're going to look to push this, Soul is going into the jungle looking for any sort of pressure, looking for some farm, trying to steal this red buff right now. And they are going to get it. Regieleki and Cramorant all comes out.
The Cramorant has opened its Unite, is going to start causing trouble. Delphox has used the Unite of Fireworks, does not
Fanciful Fireworks is also out for the side of Marcos, but so much damage is coming in. Hoopa's getting the secure on Blissey. Cramorant does get the kill on Urshifu, and the gold top goal is broken too now. 243 to 91 at 5:25 on the clock. And Dodrio is going to break the bottom goal, just getting in those mini little scores. To 116 to 243 at 5:15.
It's still 3 minutes before we actually
and
reach
Dodrio's trying to get these invade buffs, but it's not working out. Mew just ends up being there every single time. He's giving him a hard time about it.
Need to be aware. Oh no, it's stuck. And there he goes. A struggle also coming in from the side of Marcos Gaming. Even if they were able to reach the goalpost of S8UL, Buzzwole will be stopping them as soon as possible.
Volk needs to run away. If he gets connected with Might's move, it's going to cause trouble, but thankfully he does have his agility. He will be able to run away. Right as now, the bottom Regi has again spawned. S8UL were waiting and watching for Marcos.
Fight is breaking out on bottom lane, but not a whole lot of damage. Gatling Gulp Missiles, the name of the unit for Cramorant. I was trying to get that name. That, and I don't know Muse. Where's Muse? Damage is ringing out. They're looking to try to secure this. Urshifu is now here. He's going for his Rapid Strike. Slow Beam comes out. And Dodrio gets the kill on Buzzwole, technically. Urshifu is still going in on these on the back line of Soul right now, but Cramorant does end up picking up the kill. As Fanciful Fireworks came out for the Delphox, and they're trying to shoot him off and try to get... But it does look like this Regirock is going to fall in the favor of Soul. There's 4 members down here.
That's got to hurt here.
And there you go. This is secured by Soul. And ending up killing the Snorlax who was hiding in the bush. That's tough play. Dodrio's here trying to just pick up some more farm.
Whereas most of S8UL has already crossed the level 10.
Man, that's crazy.
We are still going to see that, the Snorlax is also not at level 10. So
Mystical Mirage is the name of Muse.
Pretty fast, whereas S8UL is not gonna stop. Look at that. Now Volk would be adding some amount of point for the team, but they're just at 167. We're already approaching the last minutes of this game. Volk here at the goal post.
Dodrio's in a really bad spot. He's in between 4 members, and he looks like he's going to go down to the Hoopa. He's going to get the credit for this kill.
On the other, at least he bought time for his teammates so that they could secure the Regieleki for themselves.
And Regieleki is pushing into Soul, but
even though he gave away
Marcos is not going to be able to follow up on it. They're just going to be able to take that for free. Take that objective off the board. As Farm is trying to get split in this bottom lane, but Cramorant's a little bit too much for him.
To push themselves a chance further, because they have also destroyed 2 of the goals on
Mystical Mirage. I'm trying to remember the names.
Marcos have 2 goal zones which they have lost at the complete top end. As you said, it's vanished.
Yeah, it is going to be, vanished as we see. But again, as we move forward in this game, the last 30 seconds before the Rayquaza arrives, and when we actually
169 to 243 with 219 or 18 seconds till Rayquaza spawns.
All of them are waiting for the Unite
And this
to pop in.
it's kind of just looking for a positioning battle.
And now
Buzzwole and Cranberry are playing defense and trying to see where this team is headed.
Everyone is
Marcos needs to be the one to take initiative here. So we'll see how this one goes. Rayquaza has spawned.
Let's wait and watch who's going to start things off. Marcos are the ones that S8UL are expecting to start things off. Rex swoops.
Solar Beam comes out and does a decent chunk to this Delphox, but it's going to get healed right up. Tensei is in a really bad spot, getting blocked into the corner as damage is being rained down on him, but he does get Hoopa Portal home and he's going to come right back at full health.
Full heal. Tensei is back in, nothing to be worried about, but Curse also gets hit with a deadly one in terms of the Mystical
Fires are coming out just to try to do some poke damage to this enemy team.
One level better. Snowy tried to kind of find a KO on that Mew, did not work out.
Volk ends up getting a score and is tying the game right now. Huge Solar Beam comes out, ending up killing the Dojo. Fanciful Fireworks is just coming out, and so is Rings Unbound. But Hoopa looks like he's going to go down anyways.
Snowy chasing, making sure he finds a KO on this, but if he does not connect his last
he is chasing this Hoopa right now. There you go, Urshifu does get the kill with the liquidation.
And therefore the KO follows, along with Hoopa going out. There was another one that they wanted to find one, but this is just them buying time because Volk is also
Marcos is not looking to try to score here, even though they are tied with them right now. Mew ends up getting the kill on Urshifu, and now this is back to a 4v4.
But they have only
wasting so much time. Volk just needs to go score and they could pretty much wrap up this game, I think.
40 seconds remaining. No chance to
trying to make sure they're playing defense. Looks like Merwin is going for the rip with this Delphox. It hasn't fully committed to it because they don't have their Unite. They're not able to rip as fast. Volk is here, 267 to 243. Officially, Marcos is in the lead right now. They're going for the rip though. There's only 19 seconds though on the clock. 289 to 243. Who's going to get the secure? Soul is going to get the secure, and they're going to go try to raid in points right now. And his points do go in, 58 points, so that's officially the lead for Soul right now. And they do pick up this win, looks like. There you go. It looks like the dub. Soul does take it. That's crazy.
Seconds is where they lost the Rayquaza, and Marcos, who had just gotten the lead, lost it.
289 to 401. Soul picks up the victory.
Marcos actually had a lead. All they needed to do was actually
deny
not allow S8UL to get that Rayquaza.
That Dojo was enough to keep them in the game, and then just ended up winning the game. But
the perfection.
Soul's team fight just kept them in and won the game.
They were always
kind of nuts.
Damage causing against S8UL.
Let's see what we can see for game 2.
S8UL, we saw some great performances, but
okay, we're gonna hop in game 2. What are we looking at? Okay, so we're gonna see a Scyther and Clefable ban again.
This time making sure or Mew.
Marcos is gonna end up picking up the Mew this time for Merwin. As did go to Soul last time, and they felt like that was the difference maker. Soul for their double pick is gonna opt for Snorlax for sure, and then they are gonna pick up the Hoopa again. They felt like that was a very successful pick, and I would agree so myself. Very much favoring Asia's very much favoring the Snorlax, where I feel that NA is more so favoring that Slowbro, which is probably gonna be picked up on this side of Marcos. They do opt for the Blissey and the Dodrio though, just for now. Soul's gonna get their choice at any attacker or jungler that they wish. At this current point in time, looks like they are gonna stick with that Cramorant and the Buzzwole like they did in game 1. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. There you go. We got the double pick now here from Marcos, looking at the Slowbro like I was saying before. May opt for a different take, but it looks like they are looking at that Slowbro for sure.
So let's see if this is going to be a wise choice.
Volk looking at that Tyranitar. Oh, we're switching up to Gardevoir. Also a great pick right now. And they are going to lock in the Gardevoir to try and do as much damage to this Cramorant as it is the Future Sight, and Psyshock does a lot of damage to that standing Cramorant in his Gatling Gulp missile.
And Lucifer, I think he is giving
I have to learn.
Answer. Don't be
what is Gardevoir's Unite move name? And Delphox does get secured for the side of Soul, as they are going to be entering Fairy Singularity is the name of it. Okay.
Yes,
try to remember that.
Okay, So now
a lot of
Delphox coming
a
in
lot
on
of
the side
fancy
of
names
S8UL.
that I'm trying to
We
get
saw
through my
a
head
Delphox on the
right
side
now.
of Marcos, but again, a choice has
So
already been
fanciful,
made. They're just sticking to
no,
the choice
not
of
fanciful.
Ramorai.
Fairy
And
Singularity
now
for
we
Gardevoir.
also
So,
see some different choices coming in. Yes, we're done
shoot,
with the
what was
final
the moves
preparation
again?
phase, and now
Mystic
it's time
Mirage, I think.
to move
So
forward
Mystic
to the
Mirage,
game
Bliss
two.
Assistance,
A
Triple
decider.
Trample, Fairy
Either
Singularity.
it's going to be
Is this actually called
S8UL
Slow
with a
Beam?
clean sweep.
I know this is
Time
Power
with
Nap.
Marcos and going to
Rings
be
Unbound.
tiebreaker.
I don't know this one. Gatling Gold
Either
Missile
it's
and
going to be Marcos
Fanciful
winning
Fireworks.
at least
So we're gonna look
one
at
game
Buzzwolves
and
and Slowbros real
finalizing
quick.
themselves
Just want to make sure
for
while we're waiting for this match to load up.
very Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
It is
This
Slow
might
Beam.
decide game
So I
two
was
is
right
a
on that
go.
one. And
This
then
time, it's going to be still S8UL.
Buzzwolves
was
was
Murin this time. He's going to be making sure he is going to be the mid laner. But on the other end, it is going to be this time
Ultra
Delphox
Swole
for
Swell,
S8UL.
Ultra Swole Slam.
Ranged attacker, whether it's a
That's the name.
Cramorant, whether it's going to be Delphox, is up to them. But right now, Snorlax, I want to see still trying to annoy. No. Mid laners are not being annoyed so far.
Ooh, it looks like there's not going to be anybody top lane right now as Dodrio is going to sneak around and try to go for a score now on the top lane, but pretty much leaving that all uncontested
for now, again, as we
that
always say,
for the side of
scoring goals,
Soul
and
for
they're
the most
already
part top lane
above
as Ghoul is getting really, really low.
score.
Indeed,
Cramorant
look at that. Already
is
moving
really
forward with
low.
the amount of scoreline
Doesn't
they
have the
got
Slowbro yet.
themselves. Marcos
And it looks
now
like
actually taking in the lead.
Gardevoir's
For the
taking a
very
ton of
first
damage
time,
right
we
now.
know that both the sides are very much capable of
Snorlax
going
is just
for
ignoring him, and he does go
putting as
for
much as AL
the
synergy
kill with his
that they can.
tackle.
But S8UL was
As now he's going to be
above
looking to try to
Marcos
score
in the
bottom
game
lane,
of
22 to
evolution.
20 at
And look at
E57.
that.
Chasing Gardevoir.
As the
That
jungler
was
Delphox is coming down for
mean,
the gank
I
for
would
these
have
middle
maybe seen
Arias
the
as Ralts
Gardevoir
is
being
just
the
getting
better
back
jungle,
into this
or
fight.
mid laner,
Delphox,
because
I meant to say Brazen,
could
sorry.
have leveled up really early, right? And that could have made a lot of impact for
Puzzle's putting a lot of damage here on Dodrio,
and again, look at this.
but he does manage to sneak out with a boosted auto.
Use of his agility, will be running away. I think maybe he had a eject. I didn't pay close attention to that. My Might is still thinking of
So we're going to see
chasing him.
another score at 31 to 24 at
Even if he
8:26
tried to
on the
fight,
clock.
Might will just take him up, throw him to the ground, slam him there, and just get a KO.
Blissey
Right
taking a
now,
little bit of
Fury
damage,
is
having to run around.
but still closer to his goal. So nothing to be worried about.
Ooh, this Snorlax is in a really bad spot trying to juke out with this with the heavy slam, but I don't know if he's going to be able to make it out. He's looking for those berries. He gets one of them. As Scald comes out and Slowbro does manage to get it, he's going to go try to go through the bush. He's going to get into his rest. But he does go down to the boosted auto from
Not on
Mew.
the hands of the Gardevoir, but it will be the side of Marcos now. Marcos are trying to chase away as many players of S8UL as possible. But look at this. Gardevoir is still not evoluted to the final form. Whereas the
Solar beams
Delphox
are coming
has
out.
from
Not
S8UL.
doing a huge chunk of damage, but
S8UL are
still
always
doing some
concentrating
poke.
that they level up
As
better, they be
Dodrio
there
does
for their
get some
team.
damage up, or just get some
Because
scores up
Moe was
top.
going over there and was in
As there's a
animation,
little
therefore
mini
his
fight at the
super
bottom
power
for
did not work on
look
him.
like for that
Otherwise, he
middle
would have been picked
Indeedee.
up and slammed again,
Indeedee.
and we might have seen a KO.
Is it Indeedee or
Well,
Indeedee?
well.
I think it's
The streak
Indeedee.
goes on, Lucifer. The streak goes on about all of the strategies that you can actually move forward with. Well, here you go.
Looking middle for these
S8UL
Altarias.
actually picking up the pace.
Soul
and
got,
look
or
at
Prod
them.
got really low there on that
What they've
Hoopa.
secured.
During
Again,
that fight,
they've
took a
already got
full
game for
solar beam to the
themselves.
face.
So need to slow down, but no need to slow down on actually getting those evolutions ASAP. Yes, one more kill.
And Buzzwole does get the kill on Dodrio.
Buzzwole.
He's going to score 25 up
I mean,
top lane.
so
It's 7 minutes.
on
It's 60.
Dodrio,
It's
gonna be tough
33
fight
to
against such an
61.
all-rounder who is a
They're fighting
heavy
for this
slapper.
bottom Reggie, which
Right
is
now,
Reggie's
it's gonna be time for
steal.
Reggie's both
5
on
more
top
points
and
go in
bottom.
on top
And
lane.
it's pretty sure whenever it
Fanciful
seems
Fireworks does
Mike
come out for
lanes
the
top, he's okay with going solo on
for
Reggie early
the
game, but right now
Delphox
the
here
fight
as they are trying to get some poke
on
damage
bot
here on
is
Merowim
going
on this
super
Mew.
hot because you can see
Do not get the
damage is
kill
being
though
done
so
from
far.
Marcos where they're overextending their limits, trying to find a KO, and looks like Snowy might just find one.
Mew opts for
But
it.
before that could happen,
Solar Beam
Cramorant
does come out from
assisted
Mew
the
and does end
Delphox,
up getting the
therefore Cramorant
kill
is gonna
on
be
Snorlax.
making sure the Delphox survives as well. But Marco's making sure they find a way to finish and
Throat's
secure
becoming a little
Reggie steal
hoarse.
for their favor.
Solar Beam
And
secured
yes,
does
they
get the
do
Reggie
help
steal,
out with a big solar
as that
beam
does
coming
seem to
through.
be
Now with
a
this, the
big
attack is
achievement
just
for
gonna be
Marcos
boosted
right
with the
now.
levels. That
Trying
is
to catch
still a
up
better
and get
favorable
ahead on these
situation for
levels.
S8UL. So I think Marcos, they will try to get a couple of goals scored, but other than that, I'm not very, I would say, looking forward to seeing knockouts where S8UL will be the ones might be finding the other way around.
Ah, well. it looks like a slow run for both of the sides, as again they're just at 66. We're already done with the first 55 minutes. Buzzwole for sure is not going to leave around.
Buzzwole looks like he's just going to rip this by himself. He does end up getting it as it's going to push in, but Gardevoir's there for the defense.
Oh, the Dojo actually gets a KO. On the
Dojo almost was trying to put some pressure on that Kramer, and he's going to look for a bottom lane score as the Ultra Soul Slam comes down, but misses its target. As there is going to be some jumping in happening right here with the heavy slam. Solar Beam does come out and get Snorlax pretty low, but he just looks like he's going to make it out. He does look like he is. Solar Beam does come out trying to get a sneaky snipe on the Snorlax, but he does get back to base in time. Hyperspace Hold gets put on this portal as it transports the Delphox bound bottom lane. Dojo is getting really low, and Kramer does get the kill for it. Phantom Fireworks comes out from the Delphox as they're going to try to put more pressure on this Slowbro. Slowbro does go down to the Mystical Fire, but Fairy Singularity comes out trying to get two members, and it does. It picks up the Kramer and the Hoopa. Future Sight looking for its next target. Future Sight Psyshock does end up getting the kill on the Delphox, triple kill for Gardevoir, as the block from Snorlax is going to try to take these guys off of it, and putting a lot of pressure on this Mew right now. Smackdown does come out as Mystical Mirage does come out for the Mew to try to escape. They are going to land some boosted autos. Snorlax is getting really, really low. Smackdown does come out to get this Blissey down pretty low. Gallon Gold Missile does come out right now trying to do some damage, and it looks like those guys are going home.
The Blissey is out, and now everybody from Marcos need to retreat.
Wow, that was a full-on fight. 87 to 126 right now at 4:16 on the clock. Solar Beam does come out doing some more damage, but it looks like they're just going to send Delphox home. Regis is getting really low, and it does go in the favor of Soul. Triple Trample comes out trying to do some damage and trying to get the secure, I guess. So much damage is coming out. Phantom Fireworks comes out a second time during this team fight as these teams are fighting. Heavy Slam does get them, and they're trying to block. He's trying to block them back into the team, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Buzzwole gets sent home from the hyperspace hole, and Smackdown sends the Slowbro into the air as Team Soul is down on the retreat, and Snorlax does get sent home. Probably looking up top. No, he does end up going bottom lane. They're going to split up from that team fight just now. Looking for some more farm for this endgame. 3:31 on the clock, and it is 87 to 126 in the favor of Soul.
Two players are level 12 from Marcos' end as well, but they need to be playing together, push together, especially to find a KO on Might, and then I think the cards can kind of incline at least to the Marcos' end. But again, Might, as the previous time he went solo on Regieleki, this might also happen again. But Tensai, a quick hyperspace.
Wow, a little poke happening in this bottom lane. Trying to get some maybe a score in or two. As Soul just looks like they're going to rip it. Dojo is going to get there though. And he does secure it with the Jewel Pack. And Triple Trample comes out trying to get the kill on the Buzzwole, and he does. Meanwhile, Solar Beams are raining down bottom lane as there's huge damage. And Dojo just get the kill on the Delphox, and he's going to bring the score in real quick.
Along with
He's going to get a score of 50 in the top lane as bottom lane gets dumped down 2 by Meruem. And scores are still coming out bottom lane. 212 to 126 in the favor of Marcos now. As the bottom Reggie's going to be spawning, but with only a few seconds, they might not be able to rip this in time.
Whereas it was a great moveset from the side of Snowy. Great work on the Dodio, I must say. And with that, actually, it's the last 20 seconds before we actually land around the legendary pit. Dodio still needs to get the Unite move all set.
I think Snowy just committed the Unite a second before to find that
there's
KO
only 5 seconds. They're trying to rip this Registeel right now. Solar Beam does come out, and they do end up getting it. Gardevoir and sneaking it with the Psyshock.
Right now.
As there is Mystical Fires raining in on this Rayquaza, who's just going to heal it right up.
This Rayquaza fight and start the battle between Marcos and find Chaos.
Blocking the Slowbro in just to try to put pressure, but there's a lot of stall damage coming in right now as the Hoopa portal comes out and trying to send the Tensei home, but he gets knocked out by the Egg Bomb. He doesn't get sent home. He's going to have to go back manually.
Level 15 is
as Marcos is looking for a rip right now, they got Gardevoir and
like 10 seconds or 15
Mew
seconds
looking
ago,
at it right
the
now.
was also level 12, but with
Mystical Mirage does come out for the Mew, and so does Fairy Singularity, but the Phantom Fireworks also comes out. Bliss Distance does end up securing it.
S8UL a chance to get closer, and it's going to be them going in for
it looks like Marcos is going to try to take game 1 right here. 50 points, raining down 312 to 126. Now it's about to be 412 unless Snowy can't get the score off.
The third game.
Oh, but 33 does come down on top lane, 378 to 126 right now.
Getting the Rayquaza is what they required, And look at that, the streak going on. Marcos
Dojo taking a
at
lot of
least
damage here,
one
but he's going to try to put the
and
pressure
they
on this
have
Hoopa
done
right
it
now.
all themselves.
And he
Oh,
does get the
so
kill on the Dojo,
innocent.
and Hoopa's going to be able to get
A
home
KO
and
in
get
the
back.
end, but
As they're going to look for a counter
great
score
try,
here.
I must say. 50 seconds
Still 48 seconds on the
remaining.
clock, and now Dojo is
SSUL
dead
still have the
for
points
this
for
defense.
themselves, but the defense of Marcos.
Future Sights and Solar Beams are coming out. Hoopa's going to try to get this 50 point in. It looks like they're going to give it to them for free. 50 points does come down to 100, so they're only down by a little bit under 2 scores. They're going to head back. And fourth, there we go. Almost a full health team. Kiram is not with him. He's looking for another score for himself. Trying to secure this game. A bunch of scores, a bunch of damage is coming out. Gardevoir does to get the kill on the Hoopa here. Phantom Fireworks on the goal as well. Just try to get this team off of it.
A big 17 again gets scored. Marcos pushing their boundaries.
And no scores are coming in. Ooh, as the drill pick does secure the kill on the Cramorant. Mystical Fire and
they will not be able to close out or survive.
block and do end up getting the kill, but no scores are able to rain down as Blissey gets the kill on Delphox to end that.
Finds a 2 KO streak.
And it does end up in the favor of Marcos. We're looking at a game 3.
Oh, indeed. Now it's a push that has been created from the side of
So either of these teams are going to be walking out with at least 1 point.
226, and we already have our first seed. Getting this victory, they'll be.
Let's look at what the draft is for game number 3.
Yes, they have done it right. Marcos going against S8UL. It is a 1-1 score streak, and we are not over in like.
Ban phase is about to end in 2 seconds, so we're going to see what Soul and Marcos decide to draft or ban. We're going to see Blissey or Clefairy and the Scizor still. Not opting for the Hoopa, even though it did play a big role in that final fight.
Something that we don't
Soul's going to grab up that Mew, not going to let Meruem get another chance at that Mew play.
We did usually see a Tyranitar and
As we're going to look at Marcus' draft.
But here,
Looking at
least in
Hoopa
this
again
matchup, Marco and
for the
SSUL
second stage pick,
have stuck
and the Dodrio. They felt like
SSUL
those
this
2
time
picks
did
were very
not want to
impactful on
give
Snowy and Kieran.
Quickly Ghoul locks it on.
Or not on
Snowy,
Kieran.
after
I
what
think
he
it's
did in the previous game, he's
Volk who
like,
was
I'm ready
running
to
it
repeat
the first
all over
game.
Again. It's
Maybe
going to
Snowy
be
was running
SSUL
it
who
the
need to be
second game.
prepared.
Soul is now
available, he
opting
picks it
for
up.
the
Tensai
Snorlax
this
and
time with
Blissey
Snorlax
combo.
on the game 2 did not find value,
huge
so it's going to be
comp
super
that
crucial.
was
Prod on the other end of
a very big
Blissey,
factor in
and
both
are we
these 2
going to finally
games.
see a Dragonite today? It's going to be the first debut that
Tyranitar is picked up for
Europe
the
can-
side of
you
Marcos
cannot
along
keep
with the
teasing us like this. I mean, we
Urshifu.
get very excited when we see these new Pokemons which are not usually seen in the meta. But it's going to be Urshifu and then Volk.
As we're going to be looking up the
confirming it on
Tyranitar
the
Unite move because I don't know the name of
I want to
it.
see what he's going to be picking it up. Is he still going to stick on the Buzzwall? What are your thoughts?
Oh, I think he is
Tyrannical
still going to take on
Rampage.
Buzzwole, but
No, he's changed.
Tyrannical
He has
Rampage.
changed now, and Eldegoss might come in. Okay, so some like very different choices coming in from both the sides. We also have a Machamp popping off from the side of Might.
This is going to be very interesting how this game will unfold.
And Mammoth
Looking at the
Mash
picks,
is
I have
the
no
last
idea
pickup.
of who I can
So we got
pick.
Mystical Mirage,
Red
Power
was
Nap,
thinking whether
Bliss
to go for an
Assistance,
Eldegoss,
Fanciful Fireworks.
where I want
Ooh,
healing,
what
or
was
should I go
Machamp's
for one
name?
who can take damage,
That
as
I
well as
actually don't know
push
for the
players
side of
closer or
Soul.
away from his
They're going to
teammates who are
opt
maybe not
for
ready,
Barrage
who are very
Blow,
low and who need
Triple
to run away.
Trample, Rings
So this
Unbound.
one is going to be a quick Icicle Crash
I think it's
through,
Ebon
immediately freeze
Fist,
them
but I
up.
don't know what the
But
water
Might,
version is
if he
called.
finds out
Tyrannical
he's going to do a lot damage.
Rampage
He can
and
do that as
Mammoth
well as
Mash.
well as attack
We'll
rate
see what
So
if
I'm
there's a
little
different
bit worried.
name for
His Buzzwole
the
first time
Urshifu Water
worked out
Bill,
brilliantly,
if it's not
then fell
Ebon Fist, if
flat,
it's called
but right
something
now he's
else.
changed up to a Machamp, which can cause a lot of ruckus.
Flowing
Whereas the
Fist
Unite pops
for
up
the
is
water
Urshifu.
Urshifu.
They
So
both
we'll
will
see what they
start
decide to
punching
go
the
here.
opponents.
I've been seeing a lot of water Urshifus, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see that, but Wicked Blow is still very, very strong. That Dark Form does do a lot of damage, especially with that damage reduction and the secure potential, becoming unstoppable and securing the objectives. So we're going to see an Urshifu and a Mew in the jungle. Machop is going top, Tyranitar going bottom with the Mamoswine, it looks like. As he just looks like he's going to try to stop the invade top lane. Probably the best decision for this Urshifu, as the Snorlax is going to try to still contest it, but they're putting a lot of pressure on him. Yeah, look, he's taking a lot of damage. Tensei is just trying to do his best to try to keep them off, but it doesn't look like it. But they are committing resources that Mamoswine does not have EXP share. So it's going to take him a little bit longer to get up to these higher levels.
but now has gone and reunited
Volk
with his teammates.
is already on
Volk
level
is
4 on this
looking forward to
Tyranitar, and
evolve
he's
from
going to
this
get these
Larvitar
scores
to
in.
Tyranitar very soon.
To add
Rex
even
is
more
going to be trying and
experience. He might hit level
helping
5
in
and
that manner,
Pupitar
but
before
right
this
now
9
we
minutes
have
is
to just
up.
wait and watch because they're still tiny Pokemons, because it's still a long
He's going to go
way
back for these Apoms.
A long way to go. Marcos.
Unfortunately, still level 4. And by the time these Altarias spawn, they're going to see a Swinub and a Larvitar trying to take these down. As Water Urshifu does come down, it will be the flowing fists for them for their Unite. Scores are coming in for these stacks for both of these players. 16 coming in as well. 46-0 right now at 8:30 in this favor of Marcos. But there's a lot of pressure going on Meram right now, and he does go down to the Snorlax. And Rex is taking a lot of damage right here. But he will not get dove upon as Dodrio is fighting top lane trying to get some scores in. He does Dodrio, I should say, now evolves into Dodrio. He's going to go opt for the tri-attack this time. He's getting really low, and Machoke does get the boosted auto on him to knock him out.
He had the hyperspace hole, but it was not on the ground, it was on the goal zone. Mew also finding one on the bottom lane.
Here I'm just trying to rain in as much damage on him as possible. As Snorlax is here for the invade, and Meram does end up getting that buff as Sensei's running to try to go and try to either grab a berry or something so that he can try to sustain for this late game, for this fight. It does look like he is going to go down again to this Urshifu. He is running EXP share, so it's not the end of the world, but still taking some damage and giving them some EXP to come back into this game. Kirim does get the stop on that score, but the dynamic punch has come out, but Kirim just looks like he's going to try to head back to base. Ooh, as Mike takes full advantage of it and gets his score off of 30 on this Machoke. What a play. Scores are still raining down on bottom lane. Snorlax does get the kill on Urshifu though. Hoopa is going to kill the Machoke top lane, and Delphox is going to get the kill on the Piloswine bottom lane. Scores are raining down bottom lane. Blissey and Snorlax both scoring 30. It's 90 to 119 at 132, I should say. 90 to 132 at 6:52 on the clock. Snowy's getting real low. Mew ends up getting the kill on, or the KO on him right now, as they are putting pressure bottom.
The bottom lane, Reggie Steele is going to be, so whichever team gets it, gets the attacking buff. But Volk right now is still not evolved. He's right now in the Pupitar stage. He's still trying to get goals dunked in, but there is Might also with that Machamp, and Dodrio also swoops in. So both of them target.
They're going to try to get this Registeel right here, and there's a lot of damage coming out. Blissey does get the kill on gets the KO on Piloswine as they're driving back this Delphox and this Unite, forcing out the Mystical Mirage. The Registeel does get the reset though, but they are going to be looking for this engage. Water Urshifu does get the kill, or does get the KO on the Delphox as they're looking for even more damage on this Mew right now. Liquidation comes out. They're trying to get some poke right now. Surging Strikes is going to keep going, but he's going to get blocked out. He's still in this fight right now. God, Liquidation does take out the Mew. Tyranitar taking down the Registeel while they were all fighting up top lane, but Snorlax does end up getting up the KO. Fanciful Fireworks comes out to make sure there's no more scores that come in on this bottom goal. But we do have a T-Tar bottom lane. As Water Urshifu was putting in the work too. 101 to 152 at 5:30 on the clock.
Look at them, they're actually, able to secure more and more points that they would be needing, and they have now reached the score line of 152.
Walk trying to hold this Piloswine in place.
5 minutes, so
Egg bombs come out. Mystical Fire's also hitting, but they do get home for the hyperspace hole.
It's still not a map.
And he's gonna get sent back.
The Machamp is already here, and S8UL might actually cover up.
Hoopa's getting really low with the Icicle Crash. And engage from this from this T-Tar. Snorlax is getting really low. True damage coming out. He does go for the Tyrannical Rampage right now. He's on the roll looking for, he's on a mission looking for some damage, but they all managed to get away. 40 points is going to come out. It's going to be a nice 30-point overdunk on the bottom lane as the rest of the team is rotating top lane. We have a Dodrio and Hoopa up top. We do get the barrage low, I believe, from the Machamp coming out. Tyranitar does get the kill on Machoke though, because Rings Unbound pops out and he does manage to come up top.
6
goals breaks the top goal. as he's looking to push back this trio right here. Dark Pulse comes out doing a decent amount of damage and just pushing these guys back. Urshifu getting the kill on Snorlax and is now looking for this rip on this Regieleki. And only 16 seconds till the bottom Reggie respawns.
Looking phenomenal. Initially, it
This
looked
fight
like
taking a
S8UL
lot
were
longer
taking
than
them
what they
down,
probably
but
anticipated.
Leveling up, fighting wild Pokemons, gaining experience, they've done it really well. And look at where S8UL are stuck at their mid lane.
And now,
alone,
running back as Urshifu does manage to get the secure there. Hoopa got really low and they do get the boosted auto KO off of it with the Machoke.
On Hoopa. And now we'll try to defend the top goal zone from this Regieleki. One has been destroyed. They are not ready to let go of another.
And Tyranitar's looking for the rip on this Regis right now as no one's even looking in that general direction. He's going to get some free XP for his entire team.
They'll be able to get it for themselves.
Map wide EXP, here we go.
Now focusing on the bottom lane, Reggie. Getting both of them and Marcos Gaming with...
And Snowy's putting a lot of pressure with this Dodrio bottom lane as there's a lot of damage coming out on top. Mammoth Mesh does come out on the top lane. And it just looks like just to push back the enemy team. He does get the high horsepower on the Machoke, but he does manage to get out of it with the Dynamic Punch. Surf comes out from the Mew. And the boosted auto gets blocked by the Mamoswine. 3 minutes comes in, 101 to 198.
But I'm pretty sure Marcos
in the favor of Marcos right now.
On a high note, yeah.
As they are looking for an invade right now. Marcos is looking to try to push their advantage.
And look at what Miriam is doing. Took that orange
and they're just looking for some damage on this Mew right now as he is going to go home for free.
But brilliant use of
But he's going to come back into this fight and there's a lot of damage coming out and Solar Beam is getting him really low and he does get Mystical fired.
A lot in terms of damage, but
that takes him out.
And that's the end for Urshifu, at least here in the mid lane story. But he'll
Urshifu was just trying to push his luck, I guess, but that did not seem like a very smart play, even though they were looking for some farm.
The last chance for S8UL to get this game in victory for themselves.
Okay, 18 seconds till the final spawn. Hoopa does go through the portal and is now bottom lane right now. Hyperspace Hole gets thrown up as they're going to look for the jump, but nobody was going through the portal. Dodrio waiting up top for a sneaky score. 1 second and Rayquaza spawns. And there you go. So we're going to see some scores popping out. But there's a huge solar beam on Mamo as he looks like he's going to try to go home, but he's going to get blocked out of it, I think. And he is not able to go. Rings Unbound does come out. Looks like everybody's going to try to go home and come back. Mammoth Mash, Triple Trample, Mystical Mirage, Mantle of Fireworks, they're all coming out right now. Bliss Assistance is also coming out. Machamp getting super low, and so is this Delphox as Machamp ends up getting the kill on the T-Tar. Looking at the kill feed right now, Dodrio does end up getting the credit for the kill on the Mew, and Rings Unbound does take out Machoke. Scores are coming out. 374, 398, 422, 448 is the right now as Kirim is trying to score bottom lane, but the Altarias do stop him as the rest of Soul converges, and they are going to try to get this score. Surf almost pushes him out, but Kirim does make it back, and he's going to go and try to see if he can get another score in, hiding in this bush bottom lane. Mamoswine's trying to do his best to keep everybody back, but it looks like they're all just going to go and dive him. Mammoth Mash just come out to try to save himself, getting those shields, but the Machamp extra punch is going to take him out. Dodrio getting really low, but does do a lot of damage, but he's just going to get healed up right now as this team is just looking to try to stall out this Rayquaza as they know they have the advantage. Fastful Fireworks does come out, and it does take out the Tyranitar. Urshifu is just trying to do as much damage to this Delphox as possible, but the other team is holding them down as the Mystical Fires just rain down on this Urshifu and take him out as well. It's just the Hoopa, it looks like, in this bottom lane, and how are they even going to try to attempt to stop this? They opted for the Hyperspace Hole. Ice Crash does come down, and Delphox does secure it. Soul is here with 19 seconds. They're going to try to score as many points as possible, but are they going to have enough time to do it? 50 points comes out. There you go, 201 to 536. 401, 536. Another score is going to come out. That's 501. That's not enough.
But they need to get another score.
That's definitely not enough. Rings Unbound does come out. If they all go, it's going to be done. Scores do come out for 14 points. That is going to be enough if nobody scored on the side of Team Marcos. Those 14 points for this Machamp are going to actually take the game.
A comeback in the end.
Oh no, Marcos still takes the win. That's not enough.
What a play from there.
Wait, I want to make sure that... I thought I had the numbers right. Where's the score totals? This is what I want to look at. I want to see who got the final score in. Marcos pushed our luck at the end. 114 wasn't enough to take him off because they were the last ones to get their scores in. They needed to match 536 and they only got 514 in. Oh,
managed to score just
what a game 3 though.
here and there, in between
Marcos
the 4
taking
minute
that
to 8
game.
minute mark, where you can see
That was such a
Marcos
good
also
series
been
though.
able
Let
to
me
do a
see if
lot.
I can look at the India League table now. So we're going to see what's going to happen with the next game. Okay. So Marcos does end up getting the win, and they are going to lock up this this first seed with 12 points right now, as there's no more games that they need to play, and it doesn't look like anybody's in the range to catch up to them right now, as we're going to see a 4 and a 5 seed team between RNT and GR taking place. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Pokemon Unite video.